today we're going to show you how we organize our closet. We got a question about how we keep our tiny space organized, and we're also minimalists, so we will show you how we really go through and deep clean everything and keep things kind of under control so that we can live in 186 square feet. There are three really challenging places of this apartment in particular, but I think most people's houses, which are the closet, the kitchen area, and the bathroom. So we're gonna do really kind of like a three-part mini series. We're gonna start with the closet today, and then we're gonna do two other videos, one showing the kitchen and one showing the bathroom, of just how you kind of like sort through your stuff when you have more stuff than you need. But before we get started, give us a like, make sure to subscribe to our channel. That really helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and we appreciate it. Okay guys, so first things first. So we're going to open the closet doors and take everything that we have and basically dump it on the floor. So the closet's empty. So everything that was in the closet that is clothes, we now have on the floor. And so we have a lot of floor space now because we got rid of our couch, but if you don't, then I would really pile it on the bed. That's normally where we would do it in the past. We're gonna tackle the kitchen stuff that we have in here in the closet when we do the kitchen. So we just wanna keep like things with like things and just focus on the clothes for today. Okay, so we're gonna do the hanging stuff first. So this is really how I would do it normally. So even if you have like a ton of hanging stuff, I have a good pile here, but it's shared between Gabe and myself. So I'm just gonna pick up the stuff that I know that I still want, that I'm still gonna use, and I'm gonna hang it up. So this is a motorcycle jacket. I don't own a motorcycle, but it's a really expensive jacket. So I'm gonna hang on to it for a little bit longer. I don't know if I'm going to get a motorcycle at any point anymore, but I still want to hang on to the jacket. I actually gave this jacket away once and then got it back. So I think I'm just going to hang on to it a little bit longer, and that's totally fine. This is just another jacket I have. It's a sheep's wool jacket. I usually wear it in winter, but this winter hasn't been very cold. So I'm just going to zip it back up and put it back in the closet. And so my husband Gabe and I share this closet, so anything that's his I'm just going to move out of the way for now. Usually, if we weren't filming this to share with you guys, we would just be doing it together, kind of like working side by side simultaneously. So this is more of like a sweater type thing. You could also fold this and put this away, so I might put it to the side for now, figuring out if I want to do that. This is the jacket I've been wearing this winter. I don't need these scarves on it, so I'm going to put that in the scarf pile and hang it up. Again, so sweater could be folded. There's a shirt underneath. So again, you want to separate all these things. We double up on hangers sometimes just because I just am being lazy and need to organize and don't want to fold stuff up. So still going to keep this shirt for now. Again, my scarves end up on my hangers. You want to take those off. And this is just another jacket, hanging it up. This is a winter jacket. This is a vest. These things I actually would double up on just because they're both pretty light. And that way I can get a hanger back. And I would wear them probably at the same time because this jacket doesn't have a liner. Another sweater that could possibly be folded. Something that is kind of hard to fold. A blouse and sweater that I'm not even sure I like, so I'm going to put that to the side. So basically just not making too many decisions, sorting through, picking out the things that you know that you want to keep, and of the hanging pile and just like hanging them back up, and things that probably need to be folded, putting them in a folded pile, and things that you're like, I don't like this anymore, putting in the I'll deal with that in a second pile. So now we're going to switch, and Gabe is going to go through all of his hanging stuff.
All right, here's the nice part about not having a lot of like hanging clothes or clothes in general. This is going to be relatively easy. Okay, so I've got a pair of pants underneath the shirt. I'm just going to separate these out. I'm going to be keeping both of these, I believe. This is a keep. All right, got stuff back to the dry cleaner. I'm just gonna put it on a regular hanger. Plaid jacket, keep the this. Sheepskin, very warm. Okay, I'm gonna swap out that hanger and put my pants with these, so we'll do that in a minute. And the first thing I'm not going to keep. So this is going to the discard pile. This I'm also not going to keep. It just doesn't fit. When I've got clothes like this shirt, it's too tight. It's meant to be kind of like a second shirt. I guess it shrank a little bit, but I'm not loving it, so I'm going to discard it. Okay, this guy's a keep. And this was a keep from the last time that we did this. I haven't worn it since then, and even though I like it, I think it's a discard. This is another one that I haven't worn this season. I think it's going. And this is my only skiing jacket, winter jacket for like really cold times, so keeping this one too. And put the shirt with it. This is like my only dress slacks, dress shirt combo. I don't wear a lot of clothes. I don't keep a lot of variety of clothes. I'm totally cool with wearing the same things over and over and over again. So it just makes decision making easier. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and I don't have to spend a lot of money on clothes. So win, 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 win.
Okay, so this is what we have left. We did all the hanging clothes, they're all back in the closet. We made a discard pile that we're gonna look at in a little bit. And now we have all these clothes on the floor. So what we're gonna do is just stack everything together that are legs and legs. So like this is my pile of sweaters. We're just gonna stack like tops together, shorts together, pants together. Gabe's gonna do his, and then I'm gonna do mine separately because we have separate shelves in the closet. So that's what we're gonna do now. It's my discard pile.
That's discard pile?
Yeah.
Discard.
Look at you. Look at you. Okay, so now that you have your stuff into piles, you're gonna fold it all up, you're gonna inspect it and fold it all up, and then you're going to put it back. So that's what we're gonna do with Gabe's step first. So the first thing you're gonna be looking for is damage. Does it have holes in it? You know, like socks, things like that. You're not gonna keep any of those things. You're gonna put them in the discard pile. This shirt has a lot of holes, but it's sentimental, so he's gonna keep it.
It's also like a painting shirt, so we do a lot of renovation work at our house, and this is a very comfortable shirt that I will be continuing to mark up.
You want to eat the floor? Gabe has finished folding and looking at all of his stuff and putting stuff in the discard pile, and now I'm just going to do the same thing. So inspecting them for wear, and then anything that's worn out, just putting it in the discard pile, and then again, still thinking about decisions about whether I want to keep stuff or not, and then folding it all up and putting it back in the closet. And we're done. So let's talk about organizing the closet a little bit, because I noticed that there are things that we're doing just naturally that we're not talking about. So when we put everything in, we want to organize it kind of like a filing cabinet. So everything is kind of folded so it stands upright so you can see it and you can grab it easily. And then we're putting the things that we use the least in the back. So these are swim trunks, and they're in the shorts pile. that Gabe has, so he just put them already like automatically in the back because that is our process and he knows what to do now. So then they're all folded. So again, like everything is kind of like standing up so you can reach it. Shortest things in the front, tallest things in the back. Again, everything is all standing up, like little file folders in here. These are all his shirts. And then this will be another section of shirts. Socks, same thing, all standing up. So you can just kind of like grab the ones that you, this is just like lavender, but you can just grab the ones that you need. Again, same thing, all of my tops, they're like standing up. Tops I would use the least, or this is like a tank top that I would use in the summer. I just put it in the back. Pants are all gonna be standing up. These are all my sweaters. And then this is the stuff that I used at the cabin. And then this is like workout stuff and one more sweater. And then when we look at the stuff that is hanging, so Gabe was talking about how this jacket is the one that he uses like for skiing in the winter. We're not getting any cold weather really anymore, and so he's not going to bring this jacket out. So I'm going to move this jacket like into this upper storage in the back. And so this is also done by, this is what I'm using on the regular. This is something that I'd use for work. This is something that I'm using less regularly, and it's shorter, so it's in the front. Then it just goes lengthwise all the way back. So the least used items are the farthest away, and they're just like longest to shortest. Same thing here. So we'd be grouping the jackets together, right? And they're kind of like the longest thing. And then we'd be grouping probably the tops together, again, according to length, right? So these two guys. And then probably the sweater here. And this can like just sit in the middle, which is like the kind of dress shirt stuff that he has from before. So again, just everything according to size, and then all of the hangers facing in the same direction. So no hangers like clipped in the other way. We don't really do that. That's a methodology that people use to see if they're like wearing their stuff. We don't have that much stuff, so we know what we wear and we don't wear. And we're about to go look at the discards now. Okay, so this is the discard pile, and that is just clothes of two people, mostly jackets really this time, that we got from this tiny closet where we barely have any clothes at all. So everybody can always discard something, even us, and even though we are really good at kind of streamlining and keeping things cleaned out, we still have this big pile of clothes that we need to get rid of. So if you are going to discard stuff, so if you have something that's like dirty or stained, that is ripped, torn, or worn out, like all of those things just have to go in the trash. If you are trying to donate your clothes, the people that are taking them in donation centers, they do not want those. So all of those things like, you know, like intimates, like underwear and stuff like that, they don't want those, you know, except like, I think for like nice bras, but even then, you know, it's very few and far between. But like if you've used those and used them up, then just toss them away because they don't last very long. So here's a shirt. So if you're gonna donate stuff, it's always nice to just give it a little fold and put it in a pile before you stick it in the bag. The other thing that you wanna do with jackets, especially, you know, big jackets like these, is go through and check all of the pockets, make sure that everything that you own is not emptied out, right? No longer in there. Sometimes you can find money, so that's really exciting. So definitely worth it to like clean out the pockets and then just fold it up so you can stick it in your bag. Same thing here. This is a receipt. So, okay, so let's talk about the stuff that you're giving away. This jacket that Gabe is giving away is very old. Like he's had this jacket for many, many years, still in really good condition and can be donated, but he knows that he's not wearing it. He has no interest in wearing it. He would like to be a person that wants to wear it, but he's not wearing it, so he's giving it away. This is brand new. So it is something that he bought over the Thanksgiving break, and he thought that he would wear it and that he could pair it with a bunch of different things that he already owned, and it's just, like he said, not working out for him. It doesn't fit him quite right. It just is something that he wouldn't go to in his closet. So it doesn't matter how old the piece is. It could be relatively brand new like this or super old like that. It doesn't matter. If you don't like it, don't keep it. Just toss it. And you can send it to somebody to donate. You know, something like this, somebody will get a lot of use out of, and if it's just sitting in your closet, no one is using it, because if you don't like it, you're not going to wear it. So this is why you just, when you go through It doesn't matter how old it is. You know, be ruthless. If you know that you haven't been gravitating towards it in your closet, then just put it in the discard pile. These shorts are like worn out, so these will go in the definite trash pile. When we look at the stuff in our closet and we think about how to fold stuff, you will see that we put everything kind of like up so we can reach it. So with a hoodie like this, we would either take it and fold it into quarters or thirds so that we could stand it up. This one's really bulky because it has a Sherpa line. So then for these things, we just roll them like that and sit them in the closet. So it stays like rolled on its own, looks very neat. We can put it in the closet, easily accessible. But this one is Dunzo, and it's gonna go into the donation pile. I'm gonna show you how we fold the pants. So again, we're just trying to get everything to stand up. Just gonna fold that section in there, fold this over, and then probably just fold it like that. And the nice thing about this Elfa shelving is that you can customize the size of each of the dresser-like areas. So you can have, you know, it fit exactly to the size of your pants, and then they really won't fall over. They really will be like filed in there like a filing cabinet. But this is worn out. This is a sweater. So again, with the sweaters, depending on how bulky they are, you can just fold them in half, fold the sleeves over, and you can just like roll them like this, and you can sit them in your closet. Or since this one's thinner, you can, you know, fold them like this, and this will sit in your closet like that. So that will be like your little filed piece of sweater, but we're not going to use this one anymore. Here is like, again, another like super dingy t-shirt. Fold it this way, right? That's how Gabe folds most of his stuff. And these don't really have sleeves, but you can just stand them all up like that. You'd have a bunch of t-shirts like that. And you could just tuck the sleeves in. This is like pretty dingy, so I'm gonna put that there. Sock that's missing a mate, very sad. Here's another one of Gabe's shirts. So again, you know, if you're gonna fold this, we usually like fold it right here, fold it like that. Then you can tuck all of the sleeves in, just like this. And then you can fold it really in thirds. And so Gabe folds basically all of his shirts like this, and they're all like a little file in his little t-shirt file folder. This is kind of dingy, so we're gonna toss that away. If you guys are doing this for the first time, and obviously we aren't because we do it all the time, we probably do this at least twice a year, if not more. Just depends on like how many things we're taking in, which is usually, to be fair, not a lot because we don't really consume a lot of clothes especially. But if we do, we're getting a wardrobe refresh or whatever, we will make sure that we sort it. And so it's kind of like the 1 in, 1 out rule. But as you can see, you know, we didn't bring in like a bunch of jackets and then take out a bunch of jackets. It's just, you know, whatever it is that is kind of like worn out and you don't need anymore. So out of those piles, you made a pile that you definitely have to toss because like no one's going to want to wear these things. And then a pile that you could donate. Now, if you're doing this for the very first time, I want to give you permission to just throw everything away. So if you are overwhelmed, you have like bags and bags and bags of stuff, you do not know when you're going to get to the donation center, you're really busy, you know, maybe, you know, you're a mom, you've got kids to run around, you've got, you know, after school stuff to do, it's totally fine. What's going to help in the future, and if you want to think about being eco-friendly, is like you're just going to bring less stuff in, right? Or you're going to use your stuff, wear your stuff out more, or you're going to be able to see what you have and then be able to appreciate it and love it and wear it, as opposed to like having a bunch of stuff that you don't wear at all. So it can be really overwhelming the first time that you do a closet clean out like this, but if you stuff everything into garbage bags and just toss it in the trash the very first time so you can get yourself a very clean slate, because it's too overwhelming to find like other people to pick it up, that's totally fine. So we are going to put the stuff in the donate pile. We're going to put this stuff in the trash. The last thing I want to talk about is the laundry. So the laundry is a really good way to know what you are wearing and what you are enjoying. And so I know a lot of people don't like laundry, but one of the pros of laundry, and this laundry basket is like pretty full. So all of these things we're actively wearing, and so a lot of people want to do a closet clean out and they want to like clean all their clothes first and then like see everything. I kind of advise against that. It's nice to first do the closet as it is with all of like your laundry kind of full and be really ruthless on those things because you know you're not wearing them because they're not in the laundry. And then when you do your laundry, you can check everything and see if it's in good order, but it must be because you're wearing it. And then fold everything and put it away. So then you can kind of see the true status of your closet. So I know at the very end it looked like ours was a bit empty, and it is because like we have an almost full laundry basket of stuff that we are actively wearing in this pile here, and we'll just clean it and we'll fold it and put it back in the closet, and there should be plenty of room for that. And we are done with the closet clean out. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Just a little insight into how we keep everything streamlined and how we keep everything minimal here. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions at all. All right, great to see you guys. Thanks so much.